Good morning, or depending when you're watching this, good afternoon, good evening, or good night. My name's Ross, and I was always told I had a voice for radio, so today I'm going to be showing you a fun little card with a different typing. We're talking Zygarde, but this time he's a dragon. Now, we've seen a couple of Zygardes in the past, of course. We've had the EX, but he was a fighting one. And we've had a couple of other fighting Zygardes. But now we're getting the Dragon Zygarde. And I know this video is just a couple of days later than some of you have liked, and I've had some requests for this video. There's been a lot of news out, ladies and gentlemen. I'm starting to do double uploads a lot this week. Please show me that you appreciate the double uploads by watching all my videos. Zygarde has got 150 HP, and that is great for a basic. And of course, fighting Fury Bout can put him up to 190. He's got a huge retreat, but Heavy Ball will do very nicely here, allowing you to search him out a bit more easily. The fact that he's weak to Fairy could be a bit of an issue because Sylveon's actually pretty good, and I've been talking about Gardevoir GX lately. That is going to, shall we say, hurt Zygarde. Although ironically, it should get a one-hit KO with a single energy, even without the weakness. Now, the first attack here does 80 damage for free energy, and this isn't particularly good. Although, hilariously, it's still better than Charizard GX's free energy for 70 on a Stage 2 GX that gives up 2 prizes. That attack is not good. As for Zygarde, here's the thing. It's quite weak when you compare it to something like Tapu Koko GX's free energy attack. Although I suppose Zygarde can use double colourless energy here to help to mitigate it. But the really annoying thing here is you pop a choice band on him, you're getting a one-hit KO on Shaymin, yay! And you're getting a two-hit KO on pretty much everything, and you're getting a one-hit KO on any EX or GX, or at least a vast majority of them, that would have been weak to Dragon. Except none of them are weak to Dragon. Pokemon a lot lately are doing these attacks where it's one-hit KO if they are weak, two-hit KO if they're not. Brilliant until you get a Pokemon which hits literally nothing for weakness. And I don't mean the new meaning of literally, I mean the proper meaning of literally. Now, his second attack does 150 damage for a Darkness, a Fairy, and 2 colourless energy. Really here, it's going to be for a double Dragon energy, and then 2 extra, which could actually be made up with a double colourless, although do remember that if you're relying on using a double colourless and a double dragon on Zygarde, that is going to make you weak to energy denial cards like Enhanced Hammer. Something to bear in mind. Now, 150 damage is very good, because you whack a choice band on that bad boy, you're hitting 180, and most of the time here, 180 is one of the key numbers that you need to hit. It's going to KO your EXs and most of your basic GXs. So numbers-wise, this is pretty good. And we have got options, like I've said, we've got double dragon energy, and the really good thing here is that you need to discard a Darkness and a Fairy energy in order to do this attack. So if you attach a double dragon to Zygarde, you can then discard the double dragon to pay the discard of this attack. So that in itself is actually quite handy. As it stands though, this attack might be a bit too expensive. Now, don't forget that he's a basic Pokemon, so as long as he's on the bench, you can use Max Elixir. Look at the top 6 cards of your deck, find a basic energy you find there, and attach it to a benched basic Pokemon. He's a basic, just make sure he's on the bench. There are options for paying this attack cost, ladies and gentlemen. And to be honest, in any deck where you are playing Double Dragon anyway, then you could pop in Zygarde because he can use Double Dragon and then colourless energy. And he's a single prize Pokemon that can take a KO on an EX or a GX to swing the prize trade in your favour. You're taking 2 prizes, but when they knock you out in return, they're only taking 1. And here's one option here. We've seen Darkrai Dragonair decks. Dragonair uses Dragon's Wish, and then the following turn you can just attach as many energy as you like per turn. So people have been playing this with double dragon energy to attach to Dragonair or maybe Giratina, because they count for 2 energy, so you can really pepper energy down on the field. Well, the problem is that after a while you might run out of Darkrai's with which to attack, so you could be using this Zygarde to take your last couple of prizes in a Darkrai Dragonair deck. This is an expensive attack, but you've got high HP, and he works really well with Double Dragon. So my advice with this Zygarde is very simple. If you're playing a Double Dragon energy deck anyway, especially where you've got some form of energy acceleration, keep Zygarde in mind as a Pokemon that can take 2 prizes, but only gives up 1. And for that reason, I'm going to give Zygarde a nice solid, put a couple copies in your binder, free Wassies. He's not an amazing card, and I doubt he will ever be the focus of a deck on his own. But as a 1 or a 2 of in decks that can afford to pay the energy cost to swing the prize trade in your favour, I like Zygarde quite a bit. Now you know the deal, there is a comment section, go nuts, be nice. Make sure you like this video, make sure you subscribe to this channel, and make sure you follow me on Twitter @TheWassie. The most important thing as always, look after yourselves until next time. Thank you very much for watching, my name is Ross, and you've been watching PTCG Radio.